And we start this very day by making it abundantly clear that the greatest enemy of a black man is the way that we reason. If not that the way we reason is very, very abhorrent, there is no need or reason why we should be suffering and complaining every blessed day without the courage to do something about it.
I want every one of you to remember these three words. Nigerians, we are no more. Southeasterners and Southerners, we cannot become. And Biafrans, we must be.
Nigeria is the terrorist, not we, not Biafran. So Finland, you need to get that clear first. You need to know who is committing the act of terrorism. As of today, the Nigerian state, headed by Tinubu and Christopher Musa, continues to unleash act of terrorism against innocent Biafrans. They killed.
The program you're about to watch is coming from the United States of Biafra Media, the ITPS. I want you to pay attention to every information that you're going to hear in this video. It is very educating and it will inform you of the situation in the Zoological Republic of Nigeria and what is going on in the United States of Biafra. Pay attention from the beginning to the end. Every information in this platform is very important. We are here to promote the United States of Biafra under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko, and on the supreme command of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, today under the leadership of the Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozi Oreboweze. Pay attention from the beginning to the end, and you'll be glad you did. Let's watch and hear what the media is presenting.
In all honesty, say that our judiciary are giving us judgments that contain justice, particularly in electoral jurisprudence. You know the answer. I know the answer. And you know it. You are scared of hearing it. But I will tell you that today we seem to have overplayed technicality at the expense of substantial justice. And so facts of electoral frauds, of stealing of mandates, facts of helicopter being used to install governors, facts of ballot box snatching, facts of ballot box stuffing are no longer what matters. What matters is who wins. And until our judiciary and the legal profession begins to retrace their steps in installing those who violated the sovereignty of the people, and we are holding them accountable, Nigerian democracy may begin to think about using AK-47 as weapon of installation of leadership. And I think we are gradually getting to that stage. Many decisions of our courts in electoral matters have elevated rules of court far more superior and supreme, to the extent that the trials in election petition cases, roadblocks mixed with concrete made of iron, have effectively been erected on the ways of proof in election matter. Yet we retain the right to file election petition. Unfortunately, Nigerians are worried and about the judgments coming out of our election petition. That is why judgments coming out of our court in election matters are being revoted and ignored by those who are bound to obey them. People are revolting because they see no justice and good logic in these judgments. People know that such decisions are delivered against all known facts, which facts, even when presented, are overlooked under arid legal technicalities of jargon called burden of proof. We all know how we have chosen I think I will need to sit down because I have issue with my leg. We have chosen how to sit under the hybrid legal technicalities. Now, today, there is a principle in Nigeria now called go to court. And the reason is very simple. Win at all costs, you will be given judicial stamp of authority. Because it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than a man or a woman denied of opportunity of leading his people to get justice in our court today. That is why, with profound respect to politicians gathered here, election in Nigeria has assumed the do or die affairs. Just go and win. I think the kind of electoral judgment from our court, which in most cases are devoid of justice, has made many people to lose hope in the potential of good and purpose of justice and democracy in Nigeria. Any justice that does not produce proportional fairness and quality justice to the vast majority of the people in the society cannot be described as justice. In any society where only the very few enjoyed arid-colored quick justice dished out by those who are paid to give pure, unadulterated justice cannot enjoy peace. And I'm sure that's why peace is eluding us. There are many laws in Nigeria to give pure, unadulterated, quick electoral justice to Nigerian people. But these laws are being administered in most cases with very bad motive. Or there is nothing I'm going to say that all of us seated here do not know. We know it, but we are unable to practice it for reasons that I cannot say why. The Nigerian politicians know, with profound respect, I'm going to speak truth, because only truth can make us free. And until Nigeria embraces what is called truth and avoid engaging in what appears to be giving baptismal name of wrong to right, our democracy will suffer a shipwreck. What's democracy? According to Abraham Lincoln, say democracy is government of the people, by the people, for the people. But in my understanding of Nigerian brand of democracy, democracy in Nigeria is government for the selected, of the selected, and for the selected. And so, we all know, and including the IPAC, that we do not practice what is called democracy in Nigeria. Because in real democracy, sovereignty belongs to the people. The people decide who is to be their president, who is to be their councillor, who is to be their governor. And there are no money bags that determine that Sam Amadi, who is qualified, is not qualified. I think there is no independence of institution in Nigeria. There is what I call executive terrorism and domineering in the landscape of Nigerian politics, so much so that every other one, other than the executive, they are always a house help in the governance of Nigerian system, including our security agencies, unfortunately.
I'll be brief. From what, with due respect to Senator Lero, who said lion share to the Southwest, when will Southeast even have lion share in any particular project? Mr. President, if this is an omission, it is an expensive omission. The Southeast cannot continually to be treated the way Nigeria is treating the Southeast. Let me give you an instance. Out of the dams that were listed here on the Southeast, Ivo Dam was last funded about 12 years ago with a 5 billion naira spent on it, and it has been abandoned by Nigeria for the last 12 years. I had written 3 letters to the Ministry of Water Resources. We have done everything possible to see if they can bring up Ivo Dam. And here, a zone is allocated 66 billion, and the entire south is at 0. What kind of omission is that, Mr. President?
Thank you.
We should be treated better than this, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Senator Wamako.
Speaking in Lagos at the International Conference on ECOWAS at 50, former head of state, General Yakubu Gowon, retired, and former Minister of External Affairs, Professor Bolaji Akinyemi, urged member states to intensify efforts aimed at restoring unity within the regional bloc, emphasizing that the return of the 3 Sahel nations is critical to achieving greater regional integration and stability.
Together, we run the show with the hope that very soon, one day, we'll be able to return democracy back to the political leadership.
Countries live 100 years and they still have problems they are solving. So an international organization at 50 years that is still surviving deserves to be recognized.
General Gowon, a founding figure in the establishment of ECOWAS in 1975, reiterated the importance of solidarity among West African nations. He called on current leaders to uphold founding principles of the organization.
ECOWAS has really been doing very well, and all the leadership since from its inception have been doing exceptionally well. They've even delved into question of security and had given ECOWAS certain countries opportunity to be able to become their own country again, so that they can make their contribution to the development of the region.
The Director General of Nigerian Institute of International Affairs, NIA, Professor Ehusa Osage, in his remarks, expressed confidence in the ability of ECOWAS to overcome its current challenges and emerge stronger in the coming decades.
ECOWAS also has the diversity that is its colonial inheritance. Some French, some English, Spanish, and so on, and even Portuguese. So ECOWAS is it's a fusion, if you like, of different strengths. So ECOWAS, from its foundation, proved that it was possible to be integrated in the midst of such great diversity.
The conference, themed A Story of Resilience and Integration, was organized by the Nigerian Institute of International Affairs, NIA, in collaboration with Kurad Adinura Stiftung CAS. It brought together stakeholders, policymakers, and scholars to reflect on the achievements and challenges of ECOWAS over the past 5 decades. Amarachi Amushi, ART News, Lagos.
Obugo